Okay. Yo, 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 what is up, YouTube? It's your boy, Super Nerd, coming at you with part 2 of Rise of the Argonauts. Let's get going. Yeah, it's not exactly where we left off, but, you know. Come on, man.
Did I not do everything you asked of me?
Is everything just breaking now? I swear I just fixed all this crap. Okay. And,
Why then?
okay. We've already seen all this yesterday in part 1. So hope this doesn't
Jason,
crash.
If I send her spirit to the underworld,
if...
We already heard all this in
Oh,
part
remember,
1.
your uncle is ahead in the courtyard. He wanted to
New
speak...
life will be good, sir. We'll have this garden look...
carry on.
I wouldn't blame him if he didn't. He
We
loves
also
her
already
so.
talked to these chicks in part 1.
But what does...
Don't mind me, we're just gonna repeat it real fast. By
So-
real fast, I mean real fast.
Oh!
Okay.
You'd have King like Amedes ask
Alrighty.
Jason for his daughter back?
There you are, Jason. It's good to see you out of that mausoleum. It isn't healthy to linger over the dead, nephew. Iolcus needs its king. Captain Idas has finished his investigation. Petitions await, and we must set a date to give last rites to Alcime.
There will be no date for that.
What? Jason, I am your uncle, and I care for you. The will of the gods may be a mystery to us all, but to deny Alcime her last rites is unnatural.
Until I'm certain there's no way to bring her back, I will not do it.
Bring her back? Alcime is dead. You seek the impossible.
Impossible? Orpheus convinced Hades himself to allow his wife to return to the living.
Orpheus made a deal with Hades, but he broke it. Eurydice never saw the light of day.
But she could have. Orpheus failed, but that does not mean Jason would if given the same chance.
I'm going to Delphi, Uncle. I'll find my answers there.
This is the despair of grief. You're not thinking clearly. Alcime would not approve.
Pelaius, you've always given me good counsel, so I'll say this once and I'll say it plainly. My mind is set to this. Either lend your wisdom to help me, or stay out of my way.
I understand your ardor, Jason, but have you thought this through? Delphi is not found on any map. Find 100 charts, and each will point a different way.
I would trust Argos' charts above any other. Hercules and I will go ask him ourselves.
Very well. I know better than to argue with you when your mind is set. I will consult our records about the location of Delphi, in case Master Argos doesn't know the way.
Thank you, Uncle.
Delphi, I pray you find the answers you seek, nephew. I will go to the royal court and maintain some semblance of order there.
I don't like
Those
the uncle
Ionians must be mad
already.
to risk the wrath of Zeus.
They are
Alrighty,
barbarians
yeah.
who worship the old gods.
1 second. Can't play like that. Okay. There we go.
They don't even acknowledge Zeus.
Zeus protect you.
They're mad.
Plunder.
And you, Photios.
I have a message from Master Argos, sir. He says your ship is nearly finished. He awaits your inspection aboard the ship itself. It's Thano, sir. My closest friend, and a good servant to you. He was killed in the attack. What's more, he died in my arms, and gave to me his final words,
Unheard
meant
of.
for his wife,
Attacking
Agatha.
Iolcus?
It isn't an easy message to bear, sir, and I've yet to find the resolve to do it.
This is my duty for the points for Athena.
Thano fell beneath my roof. I'll deliver his final words.
I don't envy you the task.
Old gods. They don't even acknowledge.
What he told me as he lay dying was that he always loved Agatha, even though he was not always faithful. He hoped she would remember him as a good man, if not a perfect one, and find it in her heart to forgive him.
Ione would
You
not
see,
be so bold.
not the easiest matter to address.
It is delicate. I'll give this message to Agatha.
The messenger, king, apparently.
These men rest.
What a view! You can see for miles here.
The sacrifices of those who died in defense of this land will never be forgotten. Be proud of your men and women, your sons and daughters, your kin. They honored their vows. May we give as much to honor our own.
Man, that was emotional. That touched my feelings. Alrighty. A little bit of lag. Don't mind the lag.
To risk the wrath of Zeus.
They are barbarians who worship the old gods. They don't.
King Jason, my family and I grieve for your loss.
I thank you.
Some of the other guests and I were discussing the reaction of Mycenae to this tragedy. Do you think Mycenae will seek revenge for the loss of their princess?
It's doubtful the black tongue. Well, just for like the Athena.
Mycenae must be told who was responsible. King Lycomedes is no friend to the Black Tongues.
You're right, of course. And yet, King Lycomedes is not known for his understanding. I'm curious, King Jason. Why was Alcime's father not present at the wedding?
He was occupied, mediating a treaty between neighboring islands. As king of Mycenae and a priest of Ares himself, his presence is enough to ensure peace between rivals.
I see. May Hera bless you.
Those Ionians must be mad to risk the wrath of Zeus.
Alright, the training room.
Hail, King Jason.
Lieutenant Avarius, how goes the training?
Lieutenants Myron and Platon are putting the new recruits through their paces. They're rough, but they'll learn.
Let's try it.
Perhaps I could teach them a thing or two.
Would you? Listen up, you men. You've a rare honor today. King Jason himself is going to show you how a warrior fights.
Apparently.
This is one of our newest recruits, King Jason. Breathe, boy. Can't have you passing out before you started.
Don't be nervous. Try your best.
And this guy isn't even trying. What a noob.
That's how you do it, men. Now you understand why he's the warden. Perhaps the king will show us how to fight against multiple opponents. King Jason?
Why not? I don't see any harm in it. And now I see harm in it. Alright, we're back after that crash.
Of course.
Right.
Let's make it 3.
Huh?
As you say, my king. You 3.
Ooh. not
Learn
too
from the
free.
king.
Okay, so we've had That guy didn't even stand a chance. There we go. Little sloppy, but I did it.
I hope everyone's paying close attention. You all have a lot of work to do. Some of the men were asking about how to deal with a spearman. Perhaps you and Lieutenant Myron can demonstrate.
My pleasure.
Lieutenant Myron, when you're ready, have some of the recruits join you.
The spear offers reach and precision. Watch the king and learn, recruits. Watch how he reacts to my spear.
Oops. I gotta fuck my day up. Oops. Oops. Oh, that guy. Okay. Oh man, we need to get better at this combat. Oh, that guy just whooped my ass. Man, if I expect to beat this, I'm gonna need to play better. Oh, he hit me. Oh, he hit me. Still didn't lose though.
You honor us, King Jason.
Ida's taught me well, but it's up to all of you to train hard.
Another lesson? Against Lieutenant Platon and his mace, perhaps.
Sure.
Lieutenant Platon, when you're ready, have some of the recruits join you.
I might lose on this one. It might take me a
The
try or
mace
two.
is a weapon of deliberate power. You men keep an eye on how King Jason contends with it.
I know, it's just them that has to use it. Ah. So I didn't have to use a spear the whole time last time. Wow, that guy sucks. Oops, that guy hit me. Ooh, right as he went for the hit. Got him.
Well fought, King Jason. We can all learn much from you.
What do you say to one final lesson? My sword could use some practice.
Lieutenant Avarius,
Definitely.
when you're ready.
You best believe.
The sword is quick and agile. Learn from the king and how he
This one's
responds
gonna
to
be
my
hard.
attacks.
Last one was easy. I thought I had to use the mace, but since I didn't have to use the mace, that's easy. These guys don't even got shields though, so it might be a little bit easier. I lied. These guys are some agile little crats. Oh. He's totally done for. And you as well. Whoa. Whoa, man, he wasn't even looking at me. He was blocking my spear. That's OP. And that guy's dead. Oh, now he is. Alright. One more. Demonstrate your skill to the guards.
You're the best warrior on Yolkus, and you have been for some time. This has been an honor for us all, my king.
Hail, hail! Hail, hail! Hail, hail!
Continue your training. Remember, you fight for Iolcus, so honor her with your effort.
Man, those guys did a shitty job at defending us while at the wedding, so, you know, obviously they need some... Oh, what was the other way?
Ionia would not be so bold to look.
Left. I can't jump it now? Damn.
They are barbarians who worship the old gods. They don't even acknowledge Zeus.
Nope, that door doesn't open. Should have known it. It didn't have a guard to open it for me.
He saved Elpis.
What a
That's what she
view.
said.
You can see for miles here.
He already did this.
They
It's probably in the first part of the video. Before the crash. Before the crashing happened. I'm gonna save just in case. Okay. Make sure there's nowhere else to go before I continue on. What's this way? Oh. There's a little bit more. Nothing.
Yes, I've heard that. No stone will ever capture your beauty.
How sweet. Oh, look at this guy.
Hail, sire.
guard Pathras. What troubles you?
Grief, my king, for your loss and for mine. My younger brother Timaeus was killed in the attack.
Timaeus was your brother? He leapt in front of me and took an assassin's arrow. He died in valor.
His ambition went beyond a noble death. Captain Idas had just promoted him to be the guard's standard bearer. And now this. How can I face my father with such news?
Apollo.
Timaeus died for me. It's my responsibility to tell your father.
You'd do that for me? Speak to my father, Mnason, at his farm?
Yes. But there is something you must do. Guard Pathras. See that the spear of the Yulkan standard bearer is sent to your father, in honor of Timaeus' sacrifice.
Such an honor would no doubt ease his suffering. My thanks to you, King Jason.
It's just what the right thing to do is.
Warden, sir, forgive us. We were speaking of matters that do not concern us.
What happened here concerns us all. You need not apologize. When we have certain knowledge of what took place, it will not be kept secret from the people.
You are as kind as you are wise, sir.
Yeah,
That's
they're
not what-
easing everybody's mind.
I've already sent word to have 2 prized bulls offered up to Zeus.
Nothing on
Perhaps
right.
I should do the same as a show of humility.
Let's see.
My condolences on your loss.
Indeed. I thank you both.
We've heard a rumor that the assassin, may he rot in Tartarus, was a Black Tongue.
Certainly that isn't true.
Captain Idas is finishing his investigation. We'll know more then.
The Black Tongues haven't been seen in a decade. King Lycomedes destroyed them.
It must be a mistake.
Gentlemen, if you'll excuse me.
The gods must be propitiated. There's no doubt
People are
this is
starting
a
to
sign.
panic. Poor people. Someone's gotta do it though. And the king has duties to attend to.
This is where I first met Alcime.
Right in front of the
When
scar.
you were children?
Yes. Her father, King Lycomedes, left her in the care of my father while he was at war. 10 years she lived here.
Alcime, come back! She is willful, King Trion. You must watch her carefully.
She'll be safe here, Lycomedes.
Indeed. No one knows. Not even my advisors. Alcime!
Are you spying? Here, Father.
I see you've met young Jason.
King Lycomedes, sir.
Jason, a word of advice. If I know my daughter, you're going to have to keep your wits about you.
Come, Hercules.
That's awesome. Because Hercules is even in the vicinity. Yikes. Gotta love triggers, man. Old game triggers.
King Jason.
Elpis, I didn't know you were among the injured.
Oh, it was nothing. I'm recovered mostly. It's just my poor parents.
What do you mean?
My parents don't know what happened to me, nor do I want them to. They're old and in ill health. Why let them worry? Could you tell them I'm well? That I've just been too busy to see them?
Athena's wisdom will guide us.
Don't ask your king to lie on your behalf.
But the truth will cause them to suffer.
The truth is what your parents deserve, and the truth is what I will tell them.
And that's when you just run there and tell them yourself, because oof, you don't want your king telling your parents something. At least I would think you'd do it. I mean,
A
I
breeze
doubt the
blew
king
in
would
from
even-
Mycenae, a gentle kiss of air. King Jason, I am Antiphon, royal poet.
Oh, good.
May Hermes guide your path in these dark times. When I have felt the sting of loss, my devotion to the messenger has always been a comfort.
How so, Antiphon?
We often see Lord Hermes as the most light-hearted of the Olympians, a trickster, a storyteller, a rogue. But he is also the spirit guide. When I have lost a loved one, it helps to remember they pass to Hermes' care.
I imagine Hermes' virtues help you with your poems.
Without them, I could scarcely call myself a poet. Followers of Hermes place wit above all other qualities. As we like to say, strength wanes and beauty fades, but only wit grows day by day. We also value agility of mind and body. It's said the best poets and the best swordsmen all pray to Hermes for his blessings. Diverse company indeed.
It seems I find followers of Hermes in more professions than any other of the Olympians.
Poets and athletes, merchants and thieves, travelers and shepherds. Hermes watches over all of these. Then there are his more official duties. Messenger of the gods, lord of the four winds, guide to the spirits of the fallen, keeper of lore. And he also inspires the placing of Hermes, of course.
What poem are you working on now, Antiphon?
Ah, yes. I've been composing an elegiac verse to honor the memory of Princess Alcime. Perhaps the king would be willing to assist me?
Why not?
What sort of help do you need?
I'm trying to find a worthy start. Which of her many qualities do you think I should treat first?
She did have many. But I would begin with her
Or virtue.
virtue. The people of Iolcus knew her kindness well.
Very well. Let's see. A breeze blew in from Mycenae, a gentle kiss of air. Perfumed with tender kindness, it blessed these humble shores. But all too soon the air grew still, the breeze it was no more. That wind it whispered, Alcime, a queen as kind as she was fair. It's a start at least. To honor her, much work must be done.
If you seek to honor all her virtues, you have a very long poem ahead of you. I leave you to your work.
An honor, sir.
Yes,
That
sir.
wind it whispered, Alcime, a queen as kind.
Man, this game's pretty neat. I really do like it. It's enjoyable.
Jason! It's ill fortune to see me the night before our wedding.
It is ill fortune not to see you, any night or any day.
I'm told Argos' ship is almost ready for us. Where will we go first?
Alcime, I have sworn to watch over Iolcus.
I know, Warden. You have your duty. Fortunately, Iolcus is so perfect I could stay here forever. Now, King Jason, this humble princess of Mycenae is going to retire. And she does not expect to see you again until such time as you are ready to wed her.
Get your rest, Princess. I don't think you'll have much sleep tomorrow.
Well, that's up to you. But I hope not.
Is something the matter, Jason?
No. It's nothing.
And don't mind Hercules. He's just randomly here now.
It's a wonder the whole palace wasn't destroyed.
Don't mind all the innuendos.
Sir? Hercules? Those damn Ionians came through here like a bull in a pottery works.
They are not known for their subtlety.
Yes. Would that it was only the palace they destroyed. Carry on.
Oh, man, that's hilarious. I don't even think I remember seeing... I don't think I seen that on my first playthrough of this. But that was hilarious.
A torch of courage, a flame of valor, a beacon in the night.
I mean, really sad now, but still. They hit him with that innuendo, man. We're going this way. We're gonna go down to the shore. Why not? Just kidding. This is not the way to the shore.
So young.
Okay. We're just gonna go this way. And take a right. Man, it'd be so much faster if I could just open my own damn doors.
Hail, King Jason.
Captain Idas, how are you feeling?
Better, my king. My pride was injured more than anything. Was a time those Ionian dogs wouldn't have had a chance.
You fought bravely, my friend. The odds were great.
I've got 3 things for your attention, Jason. First, we have the results from our investigation of the attack. Second, I've just received a report of a disturbance in the village. And lastly, there's a private matter I would discuss with you.
Let's hear the investigation report.
I'm afraid it's both disturbing and disappointing.
Disturbing?
What's the disturbing part?
The assassin bore all the markings of a Black Tongue. His dress, his weapons, his tattoos, and of course, his marksmanship. Jason, I went to that balcony. There's not a bowman in Greece who could have made that shot.
Disturbing indeed. And the disappointing part?
We still don't know why he came. The Ionians? That's easy. They're mercenaries. They came for plunder. But why Alcime was targeted? What anyone could have hoped to gain from it? We've learned nothing.
The Ionians. Are we sure they were nothing more than hired mercenaries?
As far as we can tell. We traced this particular band back to Ithaca. They were there about a month ago to reprovision. Our sources say they spoke there of a new job they'd just been hired for. A well-paying job.
Idis, what do you know of the Black Tongues?
Just the common rumors, really. They're a cult that worships the dark titaness Hecate. Like the Ionians, they place the old gods above Olympus. For centuries, the Black Tongues were the most feared assassins in Greece. I don't know if you remember, but when you were a boy, Alcime's father, King Lycomedes, waged a war against the cult. Until this attack, everyone thought he had eradicated them.
Apparently not.
Disturbance.
What is this report of trouble in the village?
Apparently, Zeno of Thessaloniki has arrived on Iolcus. His brother Menander fell during the attack.
Yes. I heard he was among the guests who were killed.
As you can imagine, Zeno is none too pleased. Thessaloniki has never been a friendly neighbor. Those cheese-eaters have been jealous of Zeus's favor for as long as anyone can remember.
I remember this Zeno. Loud, arrogant sort. Fancies himself a general.
Aye. Well, he's down in the village shouting at anyone who will listen, demanding compensation for his brother. He's got a couple of men with him, and the guard who made the report says there was a witch with him as well.
And we already got the investigation results.
What is this private matter, Idis? You know you may speak freely with me.
Yes, well, it's time for me to step down, Jason. I'm not the man I once was. This attack made me realize I've grown old. I can't ask men to fight for me when I can't fight for them.
More than any man in Iolcus, you've earned the right to choose when your time has come.
I've got 3 men in mind who could do the job. The sooner you make your choice, the sooner I can start training them to take my place.
Let's see the men who would attempt to replace you.
Alrighty.
Lieutenants Ivarius, Myron, and Platon, step forward.
I kicked all that.
These 3 are equal in rank and seniority. I believe all 3 could do the job.
Alright.
Lieutenant Myron, make your claim.
My name is Myron. I come from a family of shepherds. For 3 years, I've led the Night Watch. Far too many died in the attack. It must not happen again. The guard could not survive another blow.
What do you think of your companions?
Dedicated, but reckless. In times such as these, we must be cautious.
Let's hear how you would defend the palace, Myron.
Pull back the guard to the palace's living quarters, where the most people are. Important officials, yourself, Master Polias, should have bodyguards at all times.
I don't know how I feel about it.
What is your counsel, Uncle?
From what I know, each of these men is capable. My counsel is to pick one whom the men respect, and also fear. Platon fits that description.
Lieutenant Ivarius, speak your case.
I am Ivarius, son of a farmer from the plains. I've known no other captain than Idis. If chosen, I will strive to lead as he does. Honor and sacrifice will be the hallmark of your guard.
What do you think of your fellow lieutenants?
Both are dedicated in their own way. I'll speak no ill of them.
Tell me, Avarius, how would you defend the palace?
I would do as Idas did. Spread the guard throughout to spot any attack as soon as possible.
Lieutenant Platon, speak.
Platon, born a fisherman, but destined to be captain. King Jason, your guards have grown complacent. It's time to make a clean start, break them down, and build them up again. Instill discipline.
What do you think of your companions?
They mean well, I suppose, but they don't have the balls to do what must be done. No offense.
Discipline without strategy only goes so far, Platon. How would you defend the palace?
To start, I'd have the guards off their asses and out scouring the island for the next threat. Those that must be here should be stationed in the royal court, the natural defensive point.
You know, I actually like Avarius the best. But what I'm going to do is leave it up to you guys. So I'll choose it next time and check the comments for which one you guys choose. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.